Many think that because you're born a male, you will naturally become a boy and then turn into a man. Sorry, unlearn that false gospel. Manhood is not a biological guarantee, but a process that requires intentional effort, wisdom, and discipline. The transition from male to man is much like turning a seed into a tree. It requires resources, care, and knowledge. Unfortunately, many parents have no clue about that science, leaving their sons to figure out manhood on their own, often with disastrous results. A seed does not become a tree simply because time passes. It requires good soil, water, sunlight, pruning, and care. Likewise, a boy does not become a man simply by growing older. He needs instruction, discipline, guidance, and training in order to develop strength, wisdom, and character. The tragedy of modern society is that many males remain immature, never growing into responsible men. They may age, but they lack the defining traits of true manhood: discipline, responsibility, leadership, and moral integrity. As a result, we see grown males who act like boys, avoiding accountability and failing in their roles as men, husbands, and fathers. Before even becoming a parent, one must be prepared to raise a child. Parenthood should not be taken lightly, as it requires knowledge and wisdom. Consider this powerful quote from Ellen White: "Upon fathers as well as mothers rests a responsibility for the child's earlier as well as its later training. And for both parents, the demand for careful and thorough preparation is most urgent. Before taking upon themselves the responsibilities of fatherhood and motherhood, men and women should become acquainted with the laws of physical development, with physiology and hygiene, with the bearing of prenatal influences, with the laws of heredity, sanitation, dress, exercise, and the treatment of disease. They should also understand the laws of mental development and moral training." Child Guidance, page 63, paragraph 3. This means that parenting is not something to be done on instinct alone. It requires preparation, study, and a deep understanding of a child's development. But how can a man train his children if he himself was never trained? How can he lead his family if he never learned how to lead himself? This is why mentorship and proper instruction in manhood are essential. A male is born, but a man is made. Here are the key differences. Males exist, men take responsibility. A male can father children, but a man raises and nurtures them. Males follow their impulses, men practice self-discipline. Immaturity leads to reckless decisions, but true men exercise wisdom and control. Males wait for things to happen. Men take action. A boy expects others to provide for him, while a man builds and leads. Males seek comfort. Men embrace challenge. Hardship and struggle refine a man, but boys run from difficulty. Manhood is not a title that comes with age. It is something earned through experience, discipline, and growth. The Bible emphasizes that true manhood is marked by wisdom, strength, and responsibility. Paul writes in 1 Corinthians 13:11, "When I was a child, I spoke like a child. I thought like a child. I reasoned like a child. When I became a man, I gave up childish ways." This is the journey every male must take. The intentional transition from immaturity to maturity, from irresponsibility to leadership, from selfishness to self-sacrifice. Sir, you can be a male and never be a man. You can have children and never be a father. The question is, will you embrace the process of becoming a man? Manhood requires training, discipline, and a willingness to grow. It is time to reject the false belief that manhood happens naturally and instead pursue the knowledge and wisdom required to become the men, husbands, and fathers God has called us to be. This is just the beginning of the journey. Are you ready to grow?